Blogger Roundup. It's myOrganized.life live September 27th, 2019. And the final Blogger Roundup
of the month.
September.
Because it's October 1st when? How many days has September?
45. No, wait a minute. Is that 28? No.
It's 30?
Yes, 30 days.
Okay, so
has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except for February, which you never really know because if it's a leap year, it's 20. Okay. I don't know if I quite have the song.
Okay.
But,
so we don't know when October 1st is. We just know this is the last Friday.
Yes, and what we do know is this is myOrganized.life live. I am John Hunt.
And I am Leanne Thompson.
You're not Leanne Rhymes. That's good.
Nope, not Leanne Rhymes.
But this is the show where you get organizing tips, advice, and on Fridays
we wear plaid.
But this
Forever
is the last
plaid.
week of
short sleeves
sleeve
for you?
me.
That's what you said this morning.
Today, and it's about 62 degrees outside.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. In the spring, 62, people are in shorts and tank tops.
It is
and
becoming
in
fall.
September, when it's 62, people
I know.
Okay.
So anyway, it is fall. We don't have since we have our new set,
we don't have the window.
Our window anymore. So it's windowless. We can't look out and see the tree and see how that tree is doing. So we'll reinstate a window sometime. You never know.
Probably.
Or
I like these pictures.
Nice 3-paneled.
Yeah, they can't see the third one right here.
Yeah, I know. They could if we
panned over someday.
But we're not going to.
No.
Yes, because we have Blogger Roundup.
Yes, we do.
This show
Let's start
is
it.
always one of the longest ones of the week.
I know, because we're giddy.
And we want to get giddy out of here.
Giddy up.
We want to do. Okay, so.
All right, number one.
Put up that slide.
Professional-organizer.com. Our friend and yours, Ellen DeLapp.
Yes.
How everyday organizing helps emergency preparedness.
And you know why she wrote this probably.
Well, because it's Emergency Preparedness Month in this September. So she's been doing a blog post pretty much every day about...
Did you hear about Houston?
Yes. They didn't get the flooding. She did not, but her neighbors did, yes.
Yeah, it was very close. So,
right.
Yeah.
So she's talking about emergency preparedness pretty much all month on her blog. And today it just says, being organized equals preparedness. There's no downside to being a little more prepared in general ways, especially important when it comes to emergencies. While it feels uncomfortable to discuss emergencies of any sort, there's comfort in knowing you have created a plan.
Yes.
So here are some tips.
Tips.
Make sure your connections in case of emergency are up to date. Your family and friends and neighbors are the most important during an emergency. It's who we rely on and support when an emergency happens. So to make sure to make
good
contacts with those.
It's like when they had those the hurricanes in the Bahamas, and
no one could reach anybody.
Yeah, and it was like, okay, there's like 1,000 people unaccounted for. Well, someone knows somebody, and so. And
she said have an out of town emergency contact also that can keep everyone connected. And then update important documents regularly. This means your insurance policies, tax documents, life insurance, and keep a current list of utility account numbers in case you're away from your home.
And you can
That's a really good idea.
The
emergency preparedness kit.
Yes.
Right? Is that what you were going to say?
Well, I was going to say that, or the life documents organizer.
Oh, that's
kit,
true too.
Because that is also one where you keep different important documents.
Yes. And financial preparedness. There's never a good time financially for an emergency. So create an emergency savings fund and keep cash on hand. Because if you're in a humongous storm and an ATM is not available, you don't have cash. So she recommends keeping $500 cash on hand.
Where does she recommend keeping it?
I was thinking about that.
If she wrote this in her
under
blog,
your mattress, is that a good spot?
If she wrote this in her blog and said, well, yeah, like for example, I keep mine, and then some burglar breaks in.
I know, exactly. So she doesn't give any ideas on where to
I have a hard enough time keeping $500 in general. So getting
cash to stash away that no one knows about.
Okay.
And let's see. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
Put the slide up.
Put the slide up.
It is.
It is. How everyday organizing helps emergency preparedness. Ellen DeLapp.
Organizer.com. Okay, next one up is the Shauna method. This organizing system won't work.
Look at that picture.
Look at that picture. The
three-legged stool.
The three-legged stool.
We've talked about that before. It's a whole nother podcast.
The three-legged stool actually does work, but this is not a stool. This is a chair. So this one won't work.
Okay.
So there's another picture because we refer to that, and we'll put this picture up, which is you can see in the photo here. She says there's a sidewalk that ends at the place where people are supposed to cross the street. It makes that gentle slope downward, making it easy for strollers and wheelchairs. Although you cannot see it in the photo, there's also a crosswalk. But clearly the plan was here for people to walk to the end of the sidewalk, but they are not. They don't seem
all
to be
too
going,
familiar.
Yes, and they talk about that in architecture school.
Do they?
Well, I don't know.
Did you go to architecture school?
No, but I remember being in a presentation once about how they design sidewalks. And they always use this case study where these guys designed the sidewalk, but then it was at a college, and the students would always take the shortcut, and they finally realized, that's actually where the sidewalk should have gone.
Yeah.
That's what people really wanted to do.
There's a spot I thought of right by my old junior high school. You could cut through this one neighborhood to get to the side door of the school. And the neighborhood people, or the planning people, put a sidewalk. They made an L, doot, doot, and then straight it in, cut through the baseball fields to that side door.
Yeah. Nobody used it?
No, because the shorter cut was to avoid the bottom part of the L, and just make a diagonal. And you can see that path from Google, the satellite.
You can see it on the Earth. Oh,
I looked at it yesterday after I read this article. I was like, it just brought back memories, because I used to take that path and not use the sidewalk, just cut straight across.
Yeah. So anyway, the moral of the story is, if you want to design a sidewalk, just don't build it for a while and let people determine where the path is. No, but that actually, but
what does that have to do with her
Well,
thing?
The title of this is "This Organizing System Won't Work." That sidewalk won't work.
Okay.
So the whole point of this article, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, is that you need to have a system that's going to work for you, and you got to kind of analyze that. So she put some questions out here. The tiniest of hurdles is often enough to deter us from returning items to their proper place.
Gosh.
We've heard that, everything in its place. But so, like, if we have to remove a lid, or we have to walk up a flight of stairs, or we have to put something on a hanger and we don't like using the hanger, or you're not tall enough to reach something,
These are all just so true, aren't they?
Yeah.
We have that problem in our back room right here.
Yes.
On solution day.
That is.
Because I just would not want to bring the solutions back to the sample room.
Right.
So I would just throw them on the table.
Yeah.
And then the table got so crowded that you brought in a cabinet, so now we shove everything in the cabinet.
In fact, I wonder, did you put the solution from yesterday away?
I brought that home.
Oh, that's right, because you're using it for your artwork. You have to check out yesterday's show.
That's a great screen grab you use, by the way.
So anyway, at the end of the day, the best system is
a system that works.
And one that you're going to actually
use.
I
right.
remember we've heard that about time management. Which time management system is best? The one you're going to use.
And works, works best for you.
So if you won't walk up the stairs with your paperwork, then having a second floor office might not be a real good idea for you. Maybe have some place to have that paper on the first floor. Or if you hate using hangers, you might be better off with hooks in cubbies or something like that.
That's why those entryway little systems are so popular, with all those hooks versus a closet.
So knowing yourself, this is the key here now, knowing yourself is very important when it comes to getting and staying organized. It's critical to be honest when considering what level of energy you are willing to exert for the purpose of maintaining an organized space. It's also helpful to ask yourself, where would my intuition send me if I were trying to find this item?
Nice.
So I think everyone would end up having a mailbox on their kitchen counter.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
The mailman should just have a key to everyone's house. They can just drop it.
Well, let's put the slide up again. The Shauna method.
I like that article. That was really good.
This organizing system won't work. You need to go read the articles. There's much more than I talked about in there. But is it really a good thought starter about, like, don't get stressed out about organizing, because you can come up with a system. Just get one that works for you.
Exactly.
All right, next slide.
All right, 6 tips that will make any organizing project successful. This is from organizersnw.com, our friend Veronica.
Veronica's shouting out again.
Yes, okay,
from Portland.
Portland.
Yeah, Portland area. Yeah, okay.
So you're ready to tackle some big organizing projects. How can you assure success?
Hire somebody.
Number 1, prepare like a pro.
At least be like one.
Yes, and we talked about this the other day with Hazel in that box.
Yeah.
So she basically said, we recommend the following supplies to have ready.
The organizing box.
Yep, there's garbage bags, there's bins, there's sticky notes, Sharpies, tape and scissors, all the stuff that you're going to need for your organizing project.
Awesome.
Number 2, we've heard this before, organize first, shop later.
Yes.
Don't go out and buy 50 of those little shoebox-sized plastic bins when only one will do.
That's
because you don't need all of that.
Yep.
And you can often repurpose other containers that you might come across, or maybe a shoebox will work and you don't need a plastic bin. And let's see, avoid sort remorse. So don't spend 20 minutes shifting around things to make room for something that you may ultimately throw away.
Yes.
Stay on task. Just don't get caught up in
the sorting.
Right.
Yes.
Number 4, focus on the value of your organized space, not the object. So people get overwhelmed, like, oh, well, I paid so much money for this little thing back in the day, but now I don't really want it. So it's not serving a purpose.
Yes.
Just remember, it's about the space, not about the thing. Yep. And if you donate it, you'll be giving it to someone else who maybe will enjoy it more. You know. Number 5, when in doubt, put it in a maybe box.
Oh, I thought it was when in doubt, throw it out. Nope.
No,
okay,
but
when in doubt, put it in a maybe box.
Put it in a maybe box and write on each thing with a Post-it note. That way you can review the items from time to time and see whether you've missed or thought about them.
Yeah.
If it's been 6 months since they went to the maybe box, consider getting rid of it.
They go.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
That is a really good idea.
It's like a intermediate step. So
it's like turning those hangers backwards.
Yes.
And then,
Yes.
we've heard that. And number 6, focus on findability. When choosing where to home your organized items, remember to put like with like and don't worry too much about making everything look perfect. Back to Shauna's thing, it's more important that you're able to find your item quickly and easily.
Yeah,
So
and
it's not about
what
making
works
everything
for
look
you.
pretty, but make it work for you.
Right. Awesome. Let's put the sign up on
all
that one
right.
again.
Let's look at that
Organizers
title.
NW.
Yep. 6 tips that will make any organizing project successful.
Nice, nice, nice. Good job on the blogs this week.
Thank you.
And that means it's Friday afternoon.
Friday.
And it's time for us to
Get out of here.
giddy out.
Pretty soon. What time? Well, we got a little bit of time
We got
left.
a little bit of time, but sometimes on Fridays it's a slow creep.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
I'm gonna leave a little early, and then I'm gonna leave a little early.
Colors are starting to maybe. I gotta watch the colors. I gotta run a quick errand or whatever.
Let's see.
You know how it is. But it's Friday. You're supposed to do that on Friday.
Yes.
Aren't you?
Yes. Are you doing anything fun this weekend?
That is a great. Yes, I'm going up north.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Nice.
It's going to be a short trip because we can't go until Saturday morning.
Ooh,
but
okay.
up and back, and we'll see. I really should be taking the boat out of the water for the season.
Gosh, it seems like you just got that thing in.
I know.
Well, you did get it in late.
I got it in late, so I'm kind of fighting that and see if I can get up one more time after that. Even though, riding around on a pontoon boat with your coat on can be fun looking at colors.
Yes, it can.
But it can also be 45 degrees.
It could be a little miserable at the same time.
It could be a little miserable, yeah. And getting people who are willing to go with you, it's like...
Yeah. Well, you could go by yourself. That might be even more
but
relaxing.
they want to bring all these blankets and if you're going to start a fire or something on there, then...
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that in the middle of a pontoon.
No, we don't.
How about you? Anything fun?
We have my father-in-law's birthday party tomorrow night, and that's about it. Just hanging out.
Party hard. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Yes, it is.
When we come back, we'll have one more day of September.
Yes.
On Monday. So
okay,
we'll see you then.
So you figured it out.
Yep, 2 p.m. Central, and she'll have the show calendar for October.
I might. We'll see.
Okay. We'll see what happens. So come back Monday, 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, myOrganized.life live. New solutions for your desktop from myOrganized.life. Fall is a time for a change in colors, and now you can brighten up your desktop with organizing products from myOrganized.life. Colorful, fresh, invigorating. Give your desktop a new look with new desktop solutions from myOrganized.life. That's myOrganized.life. myOrganized.life.